I really dislike that light. The lighting in here, I get a horrible whitewash from the top of the screen.
Yes. Well, that's that LED lighting or
That
whatever.
that
Yes.
lovely shop lighting.
Yes. Well, it's better than dark or by candlelight.
Debatable.
Welcome back to the channel. Weekly race recap. We had our national qualifier for the Legends Division, the Sarah Sylvester 50 lapper. We did time trials. We went over to the little tech. Tech went no problem. Time trials, well, let's just say I didn't drive fast enough.
You didn't spin out this time.
No, I did not. We had 35 cars in the pits. One invader, Tanner Jones, came in to try his luck. So I did a decent lap.
Mind you, you haven't time trialed for 2 years.
Yes, and it's one of those things. It takes a different mindset. I'll get into that in a little bit. Fast time was set by our buddy Jeffrey Ferrugio. Congratulations on the fast time. 34 cars took time. Unfortunately, one of our fellow competitors had an issue of an oil leak and didn't take time.
Is that what actually happened?
Yes.
I just looked over and suddenly there was a cloud of smoke during practice.
I don't know. He got the car in the back and he just kind of parked it and go, there's oil everywhere. I ain't touching it. Anyway, so 34 cars took time. I was 26th fastest. They took 24 cars in time trials.
24th was like...
Okay, so we'll get the time wise. You're better at the numbers than I am. Fast time was 13.4.
Something right about there.
13.4.
It took all the way until 16th place to hit a 13.8.
13.8.
And then the rest of the field, aside from like two like outliers, was within a second.
Right. So, but I went all the way to the back. So I'm not.
No, but it was a 14.01. 1-2 or something like that.
That was 24th fastest.
You had
out of 14.
096.
096. Which is kind of where I start off the day at in practice. I still got to learn the technique of getting the tires and brakes hot.
But not
earlier,
angry.
But not angry. So that's what that was. I kind of knew that's where we were. I knew going in that a 13.9 is what I needed to hit to be solidly make the field. Unfortunately, I did not do that. So we started second in our consi. It was the supervisors here. So I started second. Our buddy Kevin Ornberger, 51, was 25th fastest. So mentally, I was like, all right, me and Kevin, we should have a good race. I wanted to have a good race between the two of us. He bought a car, got us into it, and then we bought his old car. So we have a good relationship with him. So we wanted to finally get side by side and have some really good racing to mean something. And so on the start of the consi, I was getting pushed ahead of Kevin on the start. So I kind of got like what's going on. I kind of like, what's going on? And then we hit the start zone. Kevin took off, got me, and then, but I did get right behind him. So we go down 1 and 2. All right, I'm right behind him. Make our first lap. Right behind him is like, all right, I'm settled in, and now we're gonna figure out how I'm gonna get around him or just abuse him. Going into 1, coming, and one of our fellow competitors got a little aggressive on the low side and kind of pushed up and tapped our left rear, and we went for a spin. No damage. I'm like, as I'm watching the other cars zip to my left, zip to my right, as I'm facing them, I'm like, all right, let me see if the car's just running.
I don't know how you didn't get hit.
Neither do I. Congratulations to everybody for not hitting me.
That's not congratulations.
In my mindset is like, I could have sat there, could have brought the caution out, could have been penalized for bringing out the caution if I decided to go right there, or I could have waited for the. I went. I didn't wait, didn't bring out the caution, and now nowhere to be found unless another caution came out that I would have had a chance to catch Kevin. He had half a lap on me by now. But I did run down the back end of the field. And I was running 13.8, 13.9 laps. Which, if I ran that in qualifying time trials, I would have made the feature. Anyway, the adjustments that I made to the car worked. The car was drivable, handled good. I just got to learn to get these tires up to temperature, the brakes up to temperature, and then the car is where it should be. So I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get to race Kevin for the win, but he had his hands full with 2 other competitors that were closing in on him. But Kevin did win, so congratulations, Kevin, on winning the B main, the Consi, whatever. So we did not make the feature. I set where I needed to be, and I didn't reach it, so that's on me. Not the car, not the track. A lot of the fast guys were off, but I maintained. So it's finding that 3 to 4 tenths where I need to go. So the race went on. We had 2 nasty accidents. Pat Moore, Brad Van Houten, Ray Fitzgerald. Glad everybody's okay. Glad that everything worked that it's supposed to with all the safety devices that are enforced by Riverhead and INEX or INEX. I'm glad everybody's okay. I'm sure they're sore. I'm sure they're frustrated with what happened, whatever, but they're okay.
And everybody walked away from their cars.
Yes. So glad everybody's okay. That's the main important thing. No matter how our tempers go up and down, listen, we're out there. It's a hobby. Glad everybody's okay. Congratulations to Kyle Elwood for winning the race. Hands down, one of the fastest guys all year long. Great driver. One of these days we'll get to know each other a little bit better. But he's on one side, I'm on the other side. And, he's a great competitor. Sets the bar. Clean racer. Congratulations. So we watched. We packed up, came home, talking about it. We have our final season race this coming Saturday. All the champions will be crowned this weekend. Some on Saturday, some on Sunday. After that, we will be looking to get the car to Evergreen for the King of the Green. And then the Islip 300. And that should be our final races of the year. We talked about Wall Stadium, but this car at Wall, not really up to specs for Jersey state laws down there. Since we're going to be rebuilding the coupe, we're going to get the tech guy email us all the chassis modifications and stuff that are needed to be Jersey legal. So this way, the coupe will be the one that we take down there, if we ever do go down there, venture down there. And the sedan will be primarily for next season our Evergreen car, and then the coupe will run Riverhead. We still haven't lost sight in doing all the other stuff that we talked about in the past, but it's a lot of work. I'm old. I'm grumpy. I'm tired.
I'm not old, but I'm still grumpy and tired.
Overall, though, it has been a very good year for us. We'll give all the stats after the season about what features we made, what we could need to improve on, and stuff like that.
I think there's 3 so far that we haven't made.
Well, we've made some with bad finishes.
If we're talking about our actual finishing position,
Well, yeah.
that's a whole other conversation.
Well, we had one which is on us. Something broke. That was the first feature of the year. One we obviously had the wreck in, but that was in the Consi. But we shouldn't have been in there anyway. And the other one was something else got bent out of the way or something. It was contact that forced it.
So no, we had
the first time where something broke in the steering.
Yeah, that was opening
that's
night.
On me.
That's when we didn't finish.
Right.
What I'm talking about is when we didn't qualify for the feature. I think there's only been 3. There's the wreck.
Right.
The one that I got mad about when we had the 2 races in 1 week. The Wednesday show.
Right.
And then this one. Are the only ones we didn't qualify for the main event.
Correct.
In terms of running all the laps, that's a whole other conversation. And that I have to go look at where...
No, we'll like I said...
The week after the next week's video will be our season in review.
Yes. No, overall, our goal was to make as many features as we did, and we pretty much hit it. We were hoping that they would all be in the coupe, but since that didn't happen, we're getting this sedan closer and closer to where we're going to leave it as our backup car. We're not going to tear it apart and go back and forth. And there's only so many hours in the day that I can work. So I think we're just going to, for now, work on getting a better trailer, tow vehicle. We have 2 decent cars, and now we're going to work on getting the coupe to be 13.7. That's the goal.
The sedan.
Well, I don't know about the sedan. We hit a 13.8, I think.
You hit a 13.81, so you're right there.
Right. So we'll see how we go with the this weekend. We were off for 3 weeks too, and it takes me a little time to get back into. Ever since we ran Evergreen, I haven't been as good at Riverhead.
He's old. It takes him a season to adapt.
Yeah. So, no, I think it just Riverhead is quicker reactions.
Yeah, no, it because Riverhead is absolutely the bull ring, so everything happens faster.
So, I have to mentally get myself into that zone of I got to make quicker decisions, and it's more critical for the line, the drive on the fast line, and it changes every week, so it's kind of hard.
It changes every time you're out on the track.
So I don't adapt fast enough to realize that, yes, I need to do here and here, or I need to make the changes on the car so it does there. So it's I made some changes at the racetrack, nothing crazy, nothing, but car really felt good in those 13.8 laps in the Consi when I was driving a little agitated. But I got to get to that point from the beginning. So I'm still, again, if it was the coupe, I think I would have been more aggressive with it. With the sedan, I got to make the little changes in it to be more or identical to the coupe and the sedan. Just the interior, the seat, and all that stuff. It just, something's not right. But yeah, it's running good. We got some speed in it. So we'll see. I don't plan on taking the sedan apart at all this year, besides taking the motor, swap motors back. And then we're going to work on the coupe. And we'll get that. And then we'll try again next year. As long as this old man is still upright.
You just have to be able to drive a car. You don't have to be upright. We'll just pour you in.
Yeah.
Strap you down. Say go.
So, but other than that, we've had a good season. A little disappointed here and there, but overall, we just need a little bit more speed. And I think in the off season, when we work on the coupe, we'll find it, because we're going to try things. We're going to get more suggestions, more brains on it, and then we'll see what happens for the ISA 300. Maybe we can get the sedan to that point, and then the coupe will just be an extra bonus afterwards. So, and that, peace out.